Hello and welcome to Custom Cap Collectors, episode 18, and we've got a full house already tonight, and we are very excited to have with us John, who is probably better known to Cap community as Ink Park Co. So if you follow his Instagram handle, and if you follow him, you're a Clink, or in this case, John has a whole history pre-Clink of doing custom hats. So we're going to dig into that in a minute. Let's take a spin around the room. I know, Glenn, you're probably busy ordering the VIP drop. So if you're tuned into this and you have the VIP access, we got 4 hats from Blaze. Apparently, Paco said 2 of his original 6 did not make it through the rigors, the gauntlet of New Era, but we're getting 4 of his 6. And there's some really good colors. So if you are a VIP, I'd suggest take a look. Who wants to go first and show off what you got on?
Yeah. Okay. I'll ask her.
Adam looks ready. Adam, you're up.
Yeah, there you go.
What you got? What you got?
All right, I got Downbeat. 2021.
That's a good
Ink
pull.
Park.
I couldn't find.
We'll go this way.
Nice, good one. All right. I'll go next. I'm wearing one that is. I have John hats, but I'm actually wearing one today because it's President's Day, and so this is probably a Brandeis hat. I don't know. Wouldn't be shocking. So this is the Fredericksburg affiliate of the Nationals, and so I'm wearing this for President's Day. But I'll be swapping out here in a few minutes. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
I'll go next.
Yeah, John.
Oh, John.
Oh, Aaron's going to go.
Go ahead, John.
No, you're up.
No, go
All
for
right.
it.
So I got Mile High Mayhem.
Beautiful.
But that one was Hat Club, Hockey League. The thing sold out really quick. So if you didn't get it, you didn't get it.
I have been trolling eBay for 3 years. I have yet to see one in my size. So I am.
I had so many people hit me up too. Hey, you got any extra? I'm like, no, I wish I had extra.
Yeah.
The
I
crazy
get
thing
that.
about the Hat Club Hockey League is so many of the quote unquote influencers were talking copious amounts of shit
Are you
about it,
serious?
and then everything sold out in like
And it's
30
still-
seconds.
And it's still sold out. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's still sold
like
out.
Crazy.
There were 2 hats that didn't
Yeah.
sell out of the first
Wow.
drop.
I think if they brought this one back, it would immediately sell out.
Immediately, it became
I
over.
agree. Mhm.
Has there ever been any chat about going back to any of those? Because I do think there's a market. I've been looking. I've been slowly amassing. I'm up to about 12 of the Hat Club Hockey League, but it's taken me a couple of years just to get those.
They are bringing back like some of the influencers, like some of the designers. I know a couple guys they've dropped periodically here and there new stuff, but I haven't been able to reach out to them as of recent. Oh, yeah, there's one as of recent. So I was thinking about reaching out to them and seeing if they'd be interested in dropping, some more.
All right, Glenn, you ready? Or are you still on buying?
Yeah.
I'm still going back and forth on one of them, but I'll
Okay.
go ahead and go. I got you put me on the spot and I blew it. Carolina Reapers, the Alec recolor variant. I freaking love this one. The design is dope. The recolor's dope. Everything about it, top notch.
Yeah, he killed that recolor. I love that one too.
He did. He's got one of my favorite fresh colorway packs ever made.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was the way he
Yeah, that
did
one's
that
solid.
color. It was like, man, that was nice.
I bought 5 out of 6 of that pack.
Yeah,
That's
I bought 5 out of 6 too.
Paco, you want to go?
Oh.
What you wearing?
I am wearing so in our group chat we talked about what hat embroidery wise rivals Panderos. And so tonight I'm rocking the Merck's collab with Ink Park, the Fungi Beats. And I'm telling you, if you haven't seen this in hand, it is super chunky embroidery. Those speakers are embroidered in the hats, the glasses, the detail. The milk crate is super thickly embroidered. There's the back hits. But yeah, that's what I'm rocking tonight. So
The crate on
yeah.
that is
And I-
really cool.
And I agree with you too, Paco. I think that's like the closest rival to Panderos, for like just the way the embroidery turned out. Just impressive.
Mhm.
This is my very first Ink Park hat ever.
really,
I didn't even know who John was. Saw this on Hat Club, said, okay, I gotta have this. And grabbed it, and even got the old school back hit.
Joshua Tree.
But yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was my very first. What's the official name of this, John?
I don't remember. I think it was just like
You remember?
it was just like a Casey Jones kind of.
Yeah, right. That's what I remember seeing
You
on
know,
the
kind of flip that I
page.
did, and Hat Club was like, "Oh man, that's really cool." I did like a coffee. I had a bunch of ones that they picked up that I just random designs that I just thought were fun and cool, and
Right.
that was one of them that they picked up and loved. So
I just got this from Nick on the buy sell trade. So he was clearing out, he
That's a
letting go
score.
some of his hats, and
is
somebody's like, "Dude, where'd you get that?" I was like, "Well, Nick's like, hey, I'm making some trim. You want any of these?" And I'm like, "Yes, please, yes, please." All right. Well,
Smart move.
house payment later.
yeah. Well, I did
Right.
just get the contract to teach this summer gig, which is extra money, but I'm already spending that money and I haven't even taught the gig yet. But I'll be coming out to California.
oh, nice.
Gonna teach
Very
advanced high schoolers for 3 weeks out at Santa Cruz. So I may actually get to meet Aaron and Adam in person for the first time ever. So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, Santa Cruz, that's
Yeah.
a bit of a drive for you to San Diego, but
Oh, that's a whole thing. So I'm trying to visit every county in the United States, and I
Oh, okay.
purposely requested to go all the way out there because I get to drive all across the United States. Advanced high schoolers for 3 weeks out of Santa Cruz.
My bad.
Uh-oh.
Well, when they say high schoolers, half of the students are from rich international families who fly them to the U.S. to go to this class. So,
nice.
I mean, and they get private tutored in their country, and so they're bright kids. A colleague of mine's taught at it. I've never done it, but she's like, they're very smart. She goes, your class will be 50% international, so just be aware of that. So I'm going to teach like great Supreme Court cases. So if I have a lot of international students, they're going to learn a lot about the U.S. Supreme Court. We'll see. All right. And this is also a great embroidered hat. So, we're going to talk about Panderos in a second, but I actually love the 3D effect of this. And so this was my hat of the day recently. And I grew up in Michigan where every kid I know in my school bus ride had these moon boots. And so, John, if I understand correctly, I believe you're a Californian. Is that correct?
Yep.
So how do you know about moon boots? Because do you have those where you live?
No, I just thought, one of my favorite MLB logos has always been the Red Sox logo.
Mhm.
So I love the just simple, clean, especially on a hat when it's really embroidered, like thick. And so, some people have done like the chanclas, and I think there's been the slides was another one. So this was just another one. I was just like, what would be kind of cool? Like two things, like moon boots. I was like, well, that's kind of cool. And I've done a few astronaut mascot logos kind of things. And I always thought the moon boots were just kind of cool. So plus, I was in the science club when I was in middle school and got to see the shuttle land out here. So that was kind of cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next slide. And so we've already seen one of these two hats. The other hat here has Adam written all over it.
The Back Bay Brawlers, right?
Yep.
Tell us
Yeah.
if you would. I've been trying to slowly amass the Hat Club Hockey League. I didn't even find out about it till I didn't even discover it till like 2 years after they were all sold. And I'm a big fan. Some of the designs are just amazing. Tell us about the genesis of that.
Yeah, so it was originally Justin, who was with Hat Club PB and J, and he had this idea because he's really into hockey, and one of the hats I have here, the hockey mask. You know, that was one of the design. That's one of the logos I did for him. If I can get up at the camera there. There you go. That was one of the, and then it has the side hit, and then the back PB&J. So that was one of the designs I had done for him in Hat Club, kind of his own personal logo. And then from there, he said he originally just wanted me and him to do it together and just kind of come up with a bunch of logos. And Hat Club was like, well, let's have everyone do it. So I mean, I had, I don't know, 8 to 10 logos done, ready to go. And I think they only ended up doing 4, if I remember correctly, before they kind of like, I think at that time it was, you know, some of them weren't doing as well as others, and it was just a lot. And I think they were trying to, I think at that time Clink was like trying to come in too. So,
well, you know, I think that was right around the time too that that allotments became a thing, and because it wasn't long after the Hat Club Hockey League, the second series, that the collective was, you know, basically eliminated from Hat Club's regular rotation.
Yeah.
There were 3 drops.
Can you explain what you mean by allotment?
So Hat Club. Go ahead, Paco. Go ahead.
Okay, so basically, because of COVID and everything, shortage of supplies, New Era basically said to everybody, you get X amount of hats, and that's it. And I even talked to Ben, Hat Club Ben, about this. And when the whole rise of like the MLB and all of that came up, New Era said, hey, listen, you can continue to do the customs. You can continue to do Clink, because at that point in time, Clink was going through Hat Club for allotment and distribution. You can continue to do the Hockey League, or you can do MLB stuff, because we can get you the MLB stuff more quickly. There's a whole process when you guys, when people do custom hats, like the Hockey League and things like that. They all have to be digitized. They all have to be embroidered. They all have to be approved, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Whereas, hey, we already have these ready to go. Pick out your colors and roll with it. And that's kind of what happened. And so, yeah, allotment was a big thing, because we don't know. I'm going to go ahead and assume that these were all minimum runs. Each hat was a minimum run.
And that minimum, you mean like the smallest quantity for each size kind of thing?
Correct.
That wouldn't surprise me,
and
considering
basically,
how fast they went too.
So a minimum run was, at that point in time, I would probably assume they were 75 to 100 for the whole Hockey League per hat, not per size, per hat, per design. And that's why they went so fast. That's why you see size 8s go first, size 7s, basically the extreme ends, they'll have less of, like Clink, we all know it, and everything coming towards the middle, they have more of, because those are your more common sizes.
Yes, us average people understand how great it is to be average when it comes to hats.
Yeah, especially you with your 3 sizes.
And at that time, if you did not get on, they were gone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you're 5 minutes late, forget it. Yeah. It's over.
So the next slide is Adam Bate. So if you don't know, Adam here in our group has a thing for lighthouses. And that's actually how he and I kind of connected. I had the Lamplighter shirt, and he was interested in that. And we started talking. So did this ever get made, this design? I was scrolling through your Instagram, looking at some of your older stuff, picking out some stuff just to put in the slideshow. Did that become anything, like a pin or a shirt? Or
so again, that was for our boy over there, PB&J.
Okay.
He had me do this logo, and you can see in the lighthouse is an actual sandwich. It's like a piece of bread. Yeah. So. And so I think this ended up on a hockey jersey.
Okay.
Which I have. And then
nice.
I don't know what else he did with it, but he did a few things with it. I don't know if it ever became a hat per se, but he definitely made a jersey of it.
And can you tell us is the PB and J? Is that like a nickname, or is that his initials? Or
Yeah, right, Paco. That's kind of where Justin kind of got it. Pink Bottom
Yeah.
Just is what his name is, because he
Okay.
was the first one to kind of introduce, the patented,
The pink bottoms, yeah.
With the pinkies and
bottom,
ices.
so-
Yeah.
that's kind of, this was like one of the first ones that we did with the pink bottom and everything. So PB and J. So that's kind of the moniker, and then that's where that came
Pink Bottom J.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
PB&J.
Just. Yes.
I'm slow. Sorry.
It's okay. It's all right.
And one of the other things that I didn't really know about you is you got some really cool pins.
Oh man, I got tons of pins. Yeah.
Oh, he was the king of.
I mean,
pins.
those dogs are cute, and I'm not really a dog person, but those are adorable. And the Russet Sunset, do you have any of these? I'd buy one of these off you. I think it's beautiful.
I do have. You don't have to buy any. I'll send you some. I do have. So that was that the Husky was actually a clean cat
Was it really?
that was rejected, like many of my hats have been, unfortunately, and designs. So I was like, I'm gonna turn it into a pin. And so my dog, my actual Husky, her name's Brooklyn. She has a bicolor eye just like that.
Nice.
So Russet Sunset was, oh man, Paco and Aaron, you could probably remind me. That was
what's his name from Just Fitted,
Yeah.
or not Just Fitted?
No.
my
My
Fitted.
Fitted.
My
Yep.
Fitted, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So we did this whole series of, I love patch designs. Like that's one of my favorite things to do. Simple, like clean patch designs, and that was one of the Russet Sunset. I did a bunch of like park type theme patches for him. So we kind of both like the same thing. So I've done a ton of those, and I still have a ton of designs just sitting in my queue for this stuff. But unfortunately, this kind of stuff doesn't do well for Clink, but I wish it did. But
Well,
I've tried in the past, and it just doesn't work out. But
when you guys were doing good hats, the pins you guys were doing with good hats were fantastic too. You had a
those
great
things
run of
sold out.
pins there.
Yeah, those things sold out so quick. But I still have a ton of them.
Russet Sunset just recently came out with a hat that kind of looks like the sunset. To me, it gives the vibe of like Western National Parks. And it was definitely one I consider one of my favorite hats of 2025. And so the pin definitely kind of goes with that hat.
So that whole hat was my design too. Like he just took the design I did and just kind of put it over the whole hat.
Okay. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
All right. And then, this is a topic for it's unanimous. We love this hat. So
Yes.
Every one of us.
Yes.
Yeah. So Casey texted me, he's like, dude, and I think Taylor did too. He's like, you got it. So Casey did it first. And he's like, don't show anybody yet, but check this out. And even Casey was like, this thing is insane. And I was like, oh, if Casey's hyped about it, then it's got to be pretty good.
Right.
So, and then Taylor kind of chimed in too, and all of us were kind of talking behind the scenes. I was like, wow, that's crazy. So, and this was one of those ones I wanted in so badly. I had so many different versions of this thing, and it finally came together. So it was nice to see it actually come together and come out as good as it did.
I'm the one on this panel who always worries about fine detail stitching, but all the details came out and they look absolutely gorgeous. Just absolutely beautiful.
It's also how you do the details. Like if you add, those are fine, but the mask itself, like the bandana, is like flat, so the smaller lines kind of do well, and then the thick embroidery around it kind of makes it pop. So that's what's kind of cool about that. And the way that Casey the tattoos on the face kind of blend in. So they're all kind of just simple details that you can understand what they are. That's what good embroidery does.
Before we move on to crits, does anyone else have some more John hats they want to show off?
How much time do you want to get?
Woo!
I'm assuming John will take all of the love.
All good, man. Wow.
Oh, holy cow! I didn't even have time to go pull out on.
I didn't. You know which one I should have brought out, and I didn't. It was the Fighting Halucha.
Oh! It
You
just
got it?
came this week. It just
Oh,
came.
yeah. Dude, they got so mad at me after that
Nice.
one. They didn't. New Era and
That's
Hat Club
great.
didn't realize it was a Pokemon.
Oh,
So when they did it, we got away with it, man. That's all I could say. We got away with it. So if you got this hat, you scored because that's a Pokemon and it's on a hat and a New Era hat.
I think this was either an eBay score or maybe I got this from Sawed Off. I think I got this from Sawed Off Samurai. So I think he hooked me up with it because it was the one that
okay.
I was looking for. So I was not even collecting when this came out. So I feel extremely fortunate. Again, one of the advantages of having an average size noggin is that there's just more hats out there. So,
Yeah.
It's tough for my friends who are 7s and 8s, being average, this case has an advantage. And I'll show off one more and then we can go half an hour to Aaron if Aaron can stay connected.
I'll be quick, I promise. And my connection just keeps going in and out, so you're just gonna have to roll with me.
So this is the other one, the tiki mask, and my light's really bright in here, so it's washing out some of the color, unfortunately. But this is really fun.
$10 to whoever can tell me where that came from.
Is this a good?
Oh,
Well, it's got
Jesus.
the back kit is your logo.
I knew it at one time.
Oh, and that's
I knew it at one time, but I can't remember now.
I heard the story and I don't even.
It actually still
Oh,
has
it's
the
got the
sticker
floral.
on it.
Yeah, it's got floral underneath. Yep.
Yeah, look at that. It's gorgeous. I always say that what gets me excited as a collector is when I see a hat that's like a piece of art, and that's a piece of art. I think it's just amazing. So tell the story. What's the back?
What's the inspiration? Or where it come
So
from?
TNT Surf, the
Oh,
there you go. So he was actually a good. I got to meet him. He passed away a couple years ago. Great artist. And I kind of showed him, and he's like, I love it. He's all go for it. So did some work with him, and just a super cool guy. And at the time, I just kind of did a play on the stuff that he did, and there you go. That's kind of where that one was born.
I'm not familiar. Can you explain a little more about his style or his art?
So TNT Surf was it 80s and 90s? Like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
mid to late
Yeah.
80s,
90s,
early
That was
90s.
when I was in
and-
high school. Yeah.
very, very kind. What was the other thing he did? Like Big Johnson. He did a few different brands, but
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
it was that his style was. They did a video game, TNC Surf. There was a few other things. He had a shark. He had the tiki mask. He had a few different characters that a gorilla. He had a big gorilla that he used.
I
Really
remember
cool.
that game.
Yeah, the TNC Surf game.
That-
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was on NES.
Yeah.
Yep. So
That's cool.
yeah, really cool guy.
Nice.
Like I said, you can still see a lot of his art today. You can buy some of his art. I know his wife sells some of prints and stuff like that. So it's really cool.
Very cool. Hey
Yeah.
Matt,
All
hold
right,
up your
Aaron.
underbrim again. I always like to see how the different prints end up looking, because I know usually they're different.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Typically on prints like this, yeah, you get different
because the cuts are
pieces.
different.
Yeah, the cuts are different. Yep. That's pretty cool.
So is it
Nice.
like fabric, and so they cut the like
Yeah,
horseshoe?
it's just a big, big piece of fabric that they're cutting the piece out of. So
It's and for those that don't know, it's Steve Nazar is the name of the artist. I think he passed away in, I want to say, a couple years ago. Yeah,
okay.
It's been at least a couple years now. But yeah, his stuff's great. He had Thriller the Gorilla, which was like one. Yep, there you go, Thriller the Gorilla.
Oh, sorry.
Tiki.
I had already clicked. I know. Aaron's got a whole bunch.
Should I go? Okay.
Hit it.
Yeah.
Hit it. Hit
right.
us with it.
Okay, so John, you already pulled this one out too, and this is one that can't remember the name on, but this was always one of my favorites. I just love that big bold logo. Definitely, you can tell it's your style. And then I also reached back for of non-clink, not even new era hats, but these were from Good Hats era. So this was a hat that I was talking about recently in the group chat. This is the rose.
Oh no.
And he's gone.
He'll be back. He already added himself.
I'm back. And then there's the guts back on it.
That's a cool script.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one was this Hank's hammer, John?
Yeah, Hank's hammer.
I got that one.
I always dug this one a lot. And the other good hats back hit. And then these
I forgot to bring
There was
that one in here.
then there was a series of
Oh, the killer bees.
Killer bees.
These were so good. There's what, like at least four of them.
Yeah, there's that one. I think I have
And
The black and yellow, the hornets.
yeah,
That
the
one.
teal. Yeah.
And I don't remember what the fourth is.
And the real cool thing about these is that each one of them came with a special pin that was the same as that was similar to the logo, but it was a good compliment. And then this was a personal favorite of mine, the Money Man.
oh yeah.
And
That one came
I always dug that back hit.
Great.
That back hit's so cool with the little halo over the dollar sign. But there was two different colorways of these. And I just brought one of them out.
And he's out again.
And he's out. Man.
John, did you on the script for Good Hats?
Oh,
Did you do the script for that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, all the logos on there were all me custom made.
all the good hat stuff was all made by
Can you
John.
hold that one up again? Oh, sorry, I double clicked on it. Give me a
You're
second.
good.
Yeah.
You're gonna
those were
make
also fun.
Glenn here is a Georgia Tech fan, and he's gonna have to hunt somebody down to get that yellow jacket.
Yeah, there was a few good ones on that one. And then this one's I've always been really fond of. This was the Fart Squirrels. This was from
yes.
Clink Vision.
Clink
When
Vision.
Casey and the Views from the Vault guys all got together and did. This was John's.
So
I've always been
I don't
fond of
know
that.
what is Clink Vision. I don't think I've ever. So it doesn't show up in the Clink archives, but it's a collab.
It was a collab that Casey and the guys from Views from the Vault got together, and if I'm not mistaken, Casey had ideas like concepts that he gave them, and then they paired up it was Pierre and Leon and Jason at the time, and I think Munfu, and paired them up with different artists to try and get the concept into reality. And this was one of the concepts, was Fart Squirrels.
Cool.
Did I explain that accurately, Paco and John? Okay, cool. Let's see what else here. I don't want to take up too much more time. I think this one has got to be one of my favorite recent ones too, and this was your collab with Rob Smid.
Oh yeah.
This one turned out fantastic because obviously it reminds me of one of my all-time favorite hats of yours.
Oh,
Yeah, the classic.
Pencil Con. Yeah, the absolute classic,
Yep.
man.
I was just saying how
yeah.
one of my favorites of that one is the one that Lane did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looks like a pencil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's great. And then last but not least, of course,
those are
Yeah.
real rare.
right?
wow.
Yeah, this is one of my prized possessions in my collection for these two together. Part of my first Clink shipment ever, and two of my favorite hats in my collection, by far.
My God.
Yeah, so the pencil con came from that was made because of COVID. That's why I did the mask on them.
All because of the mask. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There is a Pencil Kong song that Blaze and I did that never came out.
Ooh, I didn't know about that.
Oh, yeah. So, I got 3 inks to
Okay.
show, and I'll
Yeah.
just go through them real quick. So, I wasn't sure what Aaron was going to watch. So, and I can give you the background on 2 of these. So, these are all on New Era too. These are all.
Mm,
So here's the
yes.
Hammerins, the
Yeah.
Hammer and Hanks. Back is the Joshua Tree with the halo. John, how were these sold? I don't even remember how I got these.
They were sold through their website.
Very
Was it on
yeah,
Drats?
yeah, and it sold out really quick on those.
Uh-huh.
I think though you hit us up and I think we sold them to you directly.
Because you did a
I
couple
got an invoice.
you did a couple of runs on those particular on the original ones, like the very first ones. Because I remember missing the Hammer and Hanks the first time as well as the Toronto one, the Blue Jays one.
Yep.
Which I think you're going to show next, right?
Well,
Oh no,
I
that's the
got
other one.
the Triple Crown. The
Nice.
kid, the Triple Crown.
Yeah.
Ted Williams.
Yep.
Ring UV. And this is the one that I need. Like, I kind of know the Blue Jays were like going to possibly move
To the Giants. Yeah, they were gonna move to San Francisco, or San Francisco was gonna move to Toronto, something like that. I can't remember which way it was, but so that was like a what if.
Right. And if you can snag these this has metallic silver in it. It's more of it's a flatter embroidery, but it's metallic silver. And this one has metallic gold throughout it.
Yeah. The first one I did with New Era with Good Hats was actually I don't even know if it was Good Hats really, but it was the Mojave Green. And I don't think a lot of people had that one.
Oh no, a lot of people don't. And
Can you hold the
You got
Can
that?
you hold the blue one up again? I've never seen that in anyone's hand.
which one?
The Blue Jay.
Blue Jays?
Yeah,
Yeah, this is not a common one that gets shown
that is gorgeous. That
a lot.
looks
It's
fantastic.
fantastic too. I
Yeah.
mean, and this is not black, it's that deep navy.
Yeah.
I think deep navy with the baby blue. Yeah, I don't think
I think I have a new addition in my top 10 most wanted.
it's a good one. And this is my favorite ink park for grilling when I'm smoking meat.
Oh yeah.
The Good Butcher
Good
collab with Pierre.
Yep. Shout out to Pierre.
Shout out to Pierre.
Dude, that hat is straight disappeared from my collection. I have no idea where I put it.
No.
2 days. Two days I spent searching for that hat. Same with Downbeat. I can't find either of them. Just thin air.
I think Donovan's got the Good Butcher for sale, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he's like
I'll find it. It'll
like an 8.
turn up. Yeah, he's an 8 and he smokes, so I'm not down with that. Sorry. To me, there's not enough cleaning you can do to get smoke smell out of a hat.
Yep, they are still around in Hawaii. The TNC surfs. Mm-hmm.
So before we start crits, question for John, since got about 30 minutes left. What happened with Good Hats?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I started getting busy. They started just kind of going a different direction. And they were kind of just like appealing to more of the masses and stuff like that. And I think all three of us, because we did some stuff with, they did what's it called, toppers. So it was me, Pierre, and then all three of us kind of went different ways, and just nothing really. So
Just fizzled out.
yeah, it just kind of fizzled out. No hard feelings or anything. It just that's
Right.
kind of where it was left. I think there's still some stuff on toppers for Good Hats. I think he still has some of the designs I did. There's definitely some styles up there on toppers US. It might be USA or it might be over there. I don't remember which one, but they still have some Good Hat stuff up there. Killer Bees. I think they might have some Killer Bees snapbacks in there still. So yeah, check them out if you go to Toppers USA or Toppers Z, and just type in Good Hats. I think he still has some stuff up there.
By the way, that Slick Rick pin you did is one of the illest pins I've had in
Like I
my
said, man.
collection.
So many good pins came from good.
So
hats.
many good
So
pins
many.
came out of your stuff.
So many.
The Screaming Easy.
Yeah.
Love the Screaming Easy.
Yep. Yeah, I got that
Oh,
too. Yep.
yep.
Matt, throw me up real quick.
I sorry, I blinked there for a second. My connection blinked. So
Here's that video game, the TNC Surf
Yep.
Design.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yep.
That's cool.
A couple
There's
of the
the
characters that John was referring to.
there's that
That's
gorilla.
very cool.
That's Thriller the Gorilla.
That's the
Nice.
cover. That's the box art on the NES video game.
That was
That's
Steve
cool.
Nazar, man. Good dude.
Yeah, thanks for sharing the background. I would not have made that connection. I was not a video gamer. I was of that age, but my mother thought video games rotted your brain, so I was deprived of that as a child. Well, again, before we move on, John, thanks for coming on and just like sharing the history of
Oh,
custom.
she's got
cats.
something up there.
Oh, Jesse's got something.
Oh,
Hang on.
there
Hey,
you go.
Glenn, you'll be thrilled to know that the Topper Z has that killer bee in a size 8.
Hey.
Oh,
Is
that the
Europe or
That's
the
the Europe.
USA?
But he could sell it because it's not New Era, so he'll ship to you.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Or you can use the Hat Ninja if you need to.
But I think if it's not New Era, he'll ship directly to you.
It's not licensed. Yeah, it's not a licensed hat, so it should be okay.
Look at him; he's all happy. No, that one's a great hat. You're not going to be disappointed for sure.
Cool.
Speaking of happy, Glenn, I just rewatched or watched the show from last week, and your face the entire episode with Josh was about the color of your shirt tonight.
I was a little nervous.
Yeah, I could tell.
With Vols, was Josh Vols on?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice. Good dude.
That's Glenn's Forever Valentine.
Oh, nice.
He's a
I
Volts.
noticed,
He's a
I
Volts
noticed a
groupie.
different cadence in your when you were talking and speaking and getting tripped up a little bit. And I was doing my taxes and I had one AirPod in, my wife heard the other. She's like, "What's going on with him? He's not usually this. He's he been drinking?" And I was like, "Yeah, yes and no."
Heavily.
Oh, that's hilarious.
We all have our idols, right? So,
Yeah.
well, let's jump in and talk about some hats.
Let's do it.
Let's do
This is a
it.
show for people who love hats, and primarily these days, custom hats or clink hats. I'm going to shift some of us. We might not all appear on the screen, but that's. Oh, we're not going to see the hat. Let's try putting this on the end. Is that going to work better? Yeah, we can see the hats a bit better.
There we go.
So one of the things we do on the show is, people nominate hats that they want to talk about. So Aaron, you're up first. I also voted for Fish Taco, but it wasn't one of the 5 that I picked for the show. What'd you like about this one?
Well, as usual, Edward C has that quirky style about him, and that's what I always like about his artwork, and so that initially really drew me to it. If I'm being perfectly honest, I don't love the colorway because you can guess why.
Yep.
The brim is dangerous for me. So, but I would have totally looked for that hat because it's just I like his style. It's different. And it's challenges my brain a little bit, so I like it.
Cool. Well, I was this was my favorite hat of the week was the Sea Spectre. So I like critters we've never seen before. I'm a big fan of strong contrast, and this had everything I look for in a hat. So, of course, it only got 27% of the vote because I loved it.
Of course.
So, as John knows, and as other artists, sometimes I think both of these hats would stitch well. I mean, they're nice, clean designs.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I could see them stitching great. We're going to see a 14.8 hat, and he's another artist that we commiserate. Like his hats don't vote well, but man, they would stitch fantastic. And it's unfortunate. So
Yeah, the fish tacos. It's really a bummer because the black lines that kind of make up the scales on there, they could take those out and just use the embroidery to make those.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
It'd be
Yep.
fantastic. Like, and that's kind of like where I'm like sad about a lot of the designs that come out. I don't remember. I very rarely buy hats just because I know how they're going to embroider. But these two would embroider fantastic. and it's unfortunate they don't get to shine. But I think Casey is, you know, in the past I've suggested stuff to him, and I was like, you know, sometimes you just have to take the bull by the horns. You know, it's going to embroider fantastic. You just got to put it out. And I think that's what's coming down the pipeline.
I hope so.
Good.
Especially since you know, I mean, if he does the fresh colorway, so if he gets it in the system, he can come back and hit it with the different color combo. And if he knows it's going to look fantastic, the second time it comes around, people are like, "Ooh, that last colorway looked great. Let's do that."
Yeah, I think a lot of my designs that he ended up picking were never the top like vote getters, and to this day, my number one designed hat that sold the most is going to be my fighter jet, the Flying Tigers. That was
no kidding.
Yeah,
Really?
it's my number one selling hat ever.
Wow.
So, but we'll see if Fresh Colorways comes back with Panderos, that might kill it. You never know.
Just out of curiosity, how did Panderos do as a pre-order?
It did pretty well, but it still wasn't. It was considerably behind. But I think a lot of people. I think when and here's the thing, dead stock gone immediately.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that dead stock was cooked.
Yeah.
I don't think that even went out to the public.
And that's kind of my gripe. It's like designers like myself and some of the other guys. It's like we know the concept will be good and it'll be there, but it's like it's hard to get that. You know, sometimes it's like you work with Casey and it's like, you know, it is what it is. But I've had a lot of concepts like that, and I'm like, I know this will do well. And Casey's like on the fence about it, and some of them he's like, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna. So I do have quite a few in the queue that he has taken. Yes. Vultures he took. I think you guys remember that. That was an original. Vultures was an original hockey league one.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so the final iteration of it came out really good. So I'm looking forward to that one. I did. I have a few, man, that when they come out, they're going to be really good. But it's just, it's like trying to get Casey to do that, you know.
So just to confirm, Hat Club released all your designs back to you guys, right?
Yeah, they never were theirs.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So.
Oh, okay. I did.
Yeah, we still own them.
That's
we never were as Clink. It's different, right? Mm-hmm. So Clink has to pay us anytime they do a fresh colorway or anything they do with the designs. You know, and Casey, some of the stickers and pins that he's done, I've designed them, but then he just pays me for those as like a freelance kind of thing. Some of the ad stuff I've done and different things like that behind the scenes for them as well.
I have a theory that we know the queue is extensive at this point. I'm suspecting that some of those are going to be in-store exclusives, but I don't know that. I'm just guessing that that's the case.
Oh, 100%. I think those will be, and then you guys are going to have to either have guys, or if it does really well in the store, maybe Casey will have a thing where, you know, hey, if we're going to put these online real quick and see what they do, because ultimately that's what's going to happen. You're building the hype. And it's all about marketing and stuff. And that's what I told Casey, like, you got to show people the embroidery, because once they see it, like Panderos didn't do great in pre-orders, but it killed it. You know which other one that did really good? And it was kind of a bummer that it didn't come out the way it should have, was the Ballers one with the bandana.
Oh, the one with the bandana. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yep.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
New Era Legal straight.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did not pre-order either of these, and when I saw the stitching, I either bought them on dead stock or I bought them from another person who did pre-order.
And that's the thing. Like, the moon boots did not do well, but I knew once people saw the embroidery, because like designs like that are simple. You got to let the embroidery do it. You know, there's some designers, and I won't mention names. They just like too much detail in their designs. It's like, you gotta let the embroidery do the work.
Less is more.
Yep.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. I have something.
Well, the calm flag is the same example. You know, it's another one.
Good. Yeah, that's,
you know.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. You know, the calm flag is another great example of that. You know, it's just let the embroidery do the work. You know,
Yeah, that one came out. That's one of my favorites too. Is the Conflict
I love that one. I rock mine off
because that one I designed that with multiple colorways in mind.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah,
and that's what I kind of think about. Like when I do, I always think about like, okay, how's this going to look in different colorways as well? And like same with Panderos, like you can do that colorway, black and white. You can change the bandana. You can change the like. There's so much you can change about that design to make it really pop on different hats.
Well, let's get Jesse in here. So Jesse, I believe you liked Corvus. What you like about this hat?
No, I think it's great. And I do love corvids. They're smart, funny birds, and I think it's just a really, really great design that these fellows came up with. I love the original version where they made the heart, and when that didn't do well, like I'll keep an eye out for this. I'm gonna vote yes for this every single time. But I'm assuming if it got a 44%, it got a contract. Does our resident Mr. No things?
Fingers
no?
crossed.
I didn't do my job today. I was
okay.
I was
You're doing your
busy.
other job?
I was busy most of the day today, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to go snooping around.
Both of these hats will embroider extremely well, by the way, too.
Yeah,
no doubt.
That was the reason. That's the reason it was on my list, especially Corvus, because we've seen examples like Red Winged Blackbird. You know, the layering and the embroidery just looks fantastic and looks like feathers. You know, the texture is right, and it's. I really think that Corvus will really just explode off of the crown.
Rusty says it got a contract.
If it does.
Yay!
Oh, good.
Yeah, I just messaged Samus and I'm like, wait, his brother-in-law's in the chat. Let's long day at the grocery.
Very nice.
And
very nice.
Aaron, did you have anything else you wanted to say about Corvus or?
No, just that's not much more to be said. You know, it's a solid design and it'll look really good.
And Adam, what do you like about Unyielding?
Well, first let's do a real quick funny story about corvids. So, there's two stories similar. There's a coastal town in like near Bar Harbor where a community basically trained corvids to recycle, like pick up recycling on the coast and drop it into the respective bins, and they would get like treats. Like once they would enter a recycling item, like treat, like a kibble or whatever else appropriate for the bird would pop out. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then there's another dude in the Midwest who trained them. We won't get too political here, but there's a dude in the Midwest who trained his corvid to disperse of a very specific red hat that some people tend to wear. It's a popular acronym. So when we're done here, everyone funny. Give it a look. It's definitely worth your time, regardless of your beliefs, because it shows how smart they are. So I had to get in my animal kind of science there a little bit, but it's worth your time. Look it up, and pretty awesome. So
I'm imagining Hitchcock's The Birds combined with a certain political rally, like.
Yeah.
Oh, there's all kinds of wonderful stories about, people doing things with crows, like a little girl who was leaving them peanuts and they just started picking up trinkets from, where their travels and bringing them to her. It's just, they're fascinating birds.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah. But then,
if you could train magpies to remove hats, that would be way better in my opinion.
Yeah, they're like, hey, we didn't ask you to use the three first letters of our acronym, right? Our name, but
right.
Yeah. But yeah, it's so Unyielding. I mean, Milos, I'm a big Milos fan. I like John said, this would be that you could see how this would translate well to embroidery. But for me, I actually thought that this lacks a little punch in the color department. So I understand that it's a skeleton and it's a sword, so you're probably not gonna get too crazy, but I'd really love some separation on that vine there that's kind of wrapped around his hand. So and kudos to him. Like all the respective fingers seem there. All seems appropriate. Everything like that is not 6,
The
right?
anatomy does check out.
Yeah, the anatomy reflects that.
We know why it checked out because it's Milo.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually
Yeah,
gone.
yeah. You don't even have to count it with me.
Yeah. Had to get in that little
He's
thing.
good.
Seems to be a topic there, but yeah. So no, I think it's awesome as is, right? But I think actually I'd love some more. And I know when he does these like weaponry, these kind of like scenes like this, I get his style is a little like darker, grimmer, whatever you want to call it. But I think from afar, and I know it'd probably embroider differently. The green would probably pop out a little more, but yeah, just some separation there. And then we can all envision that kind of sword metallic, right? Metallic silver looks so awesome. So it's a really cool piece, and I'm not usually a big like skeleton Reaper skull kind of guy, but it's just so good. Like it's so clean. I love his work, so it's awesome.
And John and viewers, in case you don't know, Jesse is our resident biologist, and Adam is professionally an animal trainer. And so
Nice.
we've got some expertise here on the panel, both on the animal world and also with the anatomy world. So
Nice.
finger checks are a regular feature.
Oh, that's all right. And that's important. Sometimes when I'm doing a design, I'll actually flip it, because when you flip a design, like mirror it, then you can see your other side of your brain kind of sees other things, and then you can change things, and then you flip it back. So, and sometimes I like it to the right. Sometimes I like the way it looks to the left. So it's a little trick that I do.
Cool.
Nice.
That's a good one.
All right. Next up, in between the panelists, we picked.
Uh-oh.
Now Matt's frozen.
Matt froze up. At least he's smiling in his frozen picture.
Uh-oh.
Right? There he is.
All right. Let
He's
me
back.
try to advance the slide.
You did.
You did. It's there.
You can. It hasn't advanced on my screen, so go ahead. Whoever's up.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay.
Okay. I'll jump in for Grim Sleeper. For me, we've talked about 14/8 designs before. It definitely fits the less is more model, and definitely lends to really good embroidery. I think that sloth face is going to embroider really, really cool, and I really like the way that looks. It's a fun turn on a Reaper design, but I think that sloth face is going to really get done well, without doubt.
Yeah, I would.
What do you
agree
think,
with that.
Adam?
Yeah, agreed. Like 14/8 has its own kind of like, and again, maybe not minimalistic is the best word, but just simple, clean approach. I can see this done kind of in my mind, right? I think it looks so cool. I love the fact that the subject matter was a sloth, right? So it's kind of funny, lends itself to the pun, which I don't really care about the puns all that much, right? I have to like the hat, but this works for both. So kudos. And yeah, I love the sprinkle of green matches the under. It's just like, this would be an instant cop for me. I love it.
Yeah.
I like his stars too.
I like that he uses bigger. You like the stars, Sean? Did you say?
Yeah, I like his use of the stars. I think that was clever.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that he always has a big logo too. Sorry, Clint.
No, you're good. I agree with you. I like how it's like dark, kind of dark and ominous, but yet cute and fun at the same time, like all wrapped in one.
Yeah, that's 14/8. I love his stuff.
Yep, definitely.
I have no Reaper hats as far as I know. This would be one that I would actually get.
Yeah, same. I like it. The only Reaper I have is the Carolina Reaper one.
Yep, there you go.
Aha!
How do you not have 0 Reapers? There's been so many. I'm impressed.
It's not
You
subject
see
matter.
one,
Like
you
I
see
don't
them
have a
all.
lot of skulls either.
Yeah.
It's not subject matter that I wear. The only skull hat I think I have is Golgotha.
Okay.
Oh,
I think that's
I
it.
take that back. I have Grim Gorditas too. That's the other one I have.
Oh, I would rock Grim Gorditas.
Yes.
Too.
Same.
That was early 2.0 and I was early broke 0.0 at that
Yep. Yep.
Jesse, what do you think of this one?
Oh, kind of what Glenn said. Like it's just a good mix of the cute, and the design is great, and the pun is great, and I missed out on the other sloth hat, so be nice to get a sloth.
Slow Jams did embroidery extremely well, I have to say. All right, let's jump over to Mr. Santos, who always does his birds so well. Adam?
Yeah, I'm a little conflicted with this one. I think Rafael does really good neon designs and everything, and I completely understand the cacti and the rose. I think that's all cool. I love how he has like the moon and the stars in the back, so therefore the owl, like that side of the bird reflects that, like in the lighting. It's awesome. I just don't really, the blue isn't really working for me for the owl. It looks all good. It's all harmonious, but again, like we've seen him do neon. He does it really well, and we've seen it come out pretty well. But yeah, I just disagree with the color choice a little bit. And it was at 36%, so who knows? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But that was my only gripe with it, which definitely isn't big. I think it's still really well done.
The owls
Can I
tend
play
to
the
be a lot
opposite
more
here?
lighter colors, right? For the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
maybe
absolutely
that
love this
doesn't,
design.
translate to neon. I get it, right? So that one's just kind of like more hard to nitpick. You what are you going to pick for neon? Like but again, he could have gone brown, like a tan or something. Like even
Yeah,
though
I would have done the lighter colors for sure. Yeah.
yeah,
Because you're right, the darker blue does kind of blend in more.
yeah.
I
That's
Hot-
I love this hat. Honestly, I like the blue. I like that electric blue UV that goes with it. I mean, yeah, what are you going to put, like tan or brown, or I don't even think that's like really going to do well in a neon colorway.
I mean, you could use the
that's
electric blue instead of that darker blue.
Yes.
I see what you're saying. You're talking about in the design, in the owl itself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Yep.
And
I can see
that electric blue would read more as neon than the
Yep.
dark blue does.
that. Right.
Yeah, and it would still contrast enough with the lighter blue and the white that he has.
Well, Casey's going to change it when it goes to shop anyway.
100%.
Yeah. Everything we're doing is
Moot.
Let's all send our notes to Casey.
Just
Right.
just appreciate the general idea and see what you get Friday.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Any more comments on this slide?
Very cool.
All right.
Next.
This got a lot of love from our panelists. So who wants to go first on this one?
I'm so pissed this didn't.
Yeah.
die.
I swear
Yeah,
four of my 5 favorite hats didn't even break 30% this week, and I was mad.
I will say this: what I do like, and what I'm seeing more of, is the lack of lines on certain embroidery parts, like the lack of a black line around the arrow shaft and around the drawstring. There was some other designs that were showing it. I think Milos had some on the sword where the outline, there was no outline in the gray, and I think that that's really cool. That's a fun technique that I tend to do as well. Especially on this hat, like he could have even on the wings maybe done that and let the embroidery kind of fill in some of those spaces and everything. But this is a really cool design too, by the way. Gangster of Love. I like that one too.
Yep. And the maroon crown, I think every one of us wants that.
Yep.
So it's a good looking hat. It's a shame that it's not resonating with the voters.
I thought it was slick with the pinstripes, the OG.
Oh yeah.
I just it boggle. It's like weird. Like this is a very clink hat.
Yeah.
And some of the designs are very clink, and then when it comes Thursday, I'm like, I just don't feel like some of the designs that they pick are clink.
I feel you. I feel you. No, you're right.
We agree, John. You're speaking our language.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just that's just me, and
it's got the art is great, and then the pun is clever.
Mhm.
And this is one of those this would be a great Chicago hat if you are a Chicago lover. This is your hat for sure. I hope this gets I don't know what they would need to do differently but man, I'd love to see this one get made.
One of the things that I like, one of the lenses that I look through stuff like this for, especially on characters and stuff, is would this make a good MILB theme night hat?
Mm.
Yes.
And
good
because I
point.
mean we've seen it with Dead Presidents where it got put into Fredericksburg, or at least a variation of it. This would be a great theme night hat, in my opinion. And I mean, it's really the Clink / Brandiose ethos. It's just a shame that this didn't get more love. Oh, Sunlau says it might be an H-Red crown, which H-Red would be that Houston Astros.
Gotcha.
That looks more. It might be, but it looks more reddish, more.
That's what I thought
to me.
So it's just a shame that this one had 2 tries to get in, and yeah. Well, and we don't know. We don't know if it got put in the queue or not. So unless Rusty is still on and can tell us. But
I just messaged Seamus and he's typing, so I'll let you know.
okay.
So I picked Year of the Fire Horse, which to me there's a little bit of a imbalance in the overall sort of like shape of the design, but I love color and I love strong contrast, and so this just it's on fire. Literally, it's on fire. So I would love to see Ed Weird maybe tweak it a little bit. I think maybe the like overall shape of it could be refined a bit more, but I love the logo itself. So, and again, I voted for another design that got 20%.
Hey, John, question for you, because this is the second one that we've seen from Edward C in this batch, this batch of crits. I feel like it's kind of to the detriment of the artist to be going against yourself with multiple designs and crits at the same time. What do you feel about that?
Oh man, I don't like crits at all, to be honest with you. I'm over crits because I feel like it doesn't accomplish what I think like Casey set out to do, and I think he's just kind of going with it until he figures out something else. But there's no real feedback from Casey, who's the art director, right? Unless Casey directly. Like if I send something to Casey, he'll give me direction for what he wants. But I feel like there needs to be more interaction besides people going, oh, I like this one. Oh, I like this one. Oh, I like this one. And the votes, because it just seems like, I don't know. I haven't been keeping track, to be honest, with how well something votes versus how well something sells. It seems like it's hit and miss.
Right.
I don't think that anybody's got any concrete evidence outside of Casey.
So outside of, maybe one artist that he knows sells decently well, that's about it that I know of. But to me, like, I don't know. To me, like crits there needs to be a refined system, a better system in submitting, because I know back in the day, 1.0, like we would submit a hat, we might get some comments back and some things back and make some changes and stuff like that. So that was kind of cool. But in this, you're kind of flying blind, and I feel for some people, like I have a direct relationship with Casey, so he'll tell me, "Oh, change this or change that." And some people have some good critiques, but there's no like real show or, like what you guys are doing is great. What Leon did was great, because that was the real kind of where people got some crits and some feedback from some stuff. So, I don't know how much the comments kind of give feedback. I don't know if people reach out to designers, but to me, like Gangster of Love, it's done. It's good. Like, what else are you going to critique on that?
Right. Yeah. How do you make that better?
You know what I mean? Until someone sees it on the hat and they're like, oh, I want that hat. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think there needs to become a better system for people to know, or, more or less what's going to do well. I think what happens is people get on trends and they're like, oh, landscape is selling. Let's do 1 million landscapes.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, this guy voted well. Let's do 1 million of these kind of. Oh,
when?
Yeah. Let's throw a skull on it. Let's, you know what I mean? Like, I think
We do.
I
Totally no. Yes.
I think that happens, and then people jump on it. Whereas, you know, people are like, "Oh, do you have a story?" And I'm like, "I just like to do cool designs." You know, a lot of my influence is this, that, and the other. You know, if you ask Seamus, like, where did you get this? Probably he saw a couple pictures and just put it together and was like, it was just a cool design. Came up with a cool name and boom. I'd wear it. I'd like that hat. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that really answers your question, but that's how I kind of feel about it. And
honestly, I feel like there needs to be some sort of curation before it goes to crits. Like there's got to be some sort of filter at this point in time with missing freaking fingers, stuff that doesn't make sense. And there also needs to be direct feedback, because if you submitted to 1.0 back when it was a blog, you got direct feedback from Casey or Jason or both. Like that was it. Now it's way too unmanageable.
I thought one of the
that.
ways I thought would work was, and me and Taylor had kind of talked about, and I mentioned to Casey too, is you need someone in there, you know, hey, take 10 hats and they submit them. Hey, these are the crits for them. You know what I mean? You tell them what the crits are. They make the changes. They adjust them to whatever the art director is directing, and then they post them. Hey, this is a curation, right? That's, you know, hey, Monday, these are them. The curation, put some notes, have, you know, some interaction, all that stuff. By Wednesday, Thursday, this is the final design. Everyone votes on them. You know, boom. By Monday, you know which ones are going up. Something like that. And that would eliminate a lot of the, oh, this one's AI, this one's not. Because if it's AI, at the end of the day, they're not going to be able to make the changes and adjust them like you would if it was a real artist doing it.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah, so it takes that away, because if someone throws up something for AI and says, hey, you know, this is an AI design, but then Casey comes back and goes, there's way too much detail. You know, add this, change this, let's change the expression. You know, these are the things that Casey would give as feedback. If that artist then tries to do that in AI again, it's just going to come back again. Might change a few things, but it's not going to be it's going to be a different design. Whereas, okay, maybe he did start it as AI. Let's say he did. Now he has to go in there and edit it to what Casey wants, and then be able to present it to everyone else. So that would eliminate AI for the most part, because if you can't make the changes as an artist, you're not being able to be critiqued. So I don't know if that'll ever happen, but to me, like, that's something that would help with crits, because then people are getting the feedback. They're getting better. Their art is getting better. They're getting more geared towards what Clink is about and how to embroider and how those details come out. Because all of us could use it. I mean, Casey has a great eye for that stuff. So does who does the embroidery for them? I mean, he could even give crits. It doesn't need to necessarily be Casey. Casey can contract that out to, you know, me, a few other artists that if they want to work with them that work closely with Casey, and then we give the feedback, and then they turn around and you know, change the designs. They have so many days to do it. If they don't do it, we go to the next designer and go, hey, make these changes, post it up for crits. So something like that. Just an idea I had.
No, I like that.
So Rusty said last week's top voter is bottom in sales and was 60%, 60 plus.
And there you go.
You're right.
I don't know which one was last.
I don't know either, but
I don't remember.
And that's the thing. Like, you know, you can throw up the most beautiful, detailed design, but at the end of the day, if it doesn't embroider well, you know what I mean? Like guys like Ed, you know, or some of these guys that do simple ones, like the one right there, the Gangster of Love, you know, unfortunately, such a great design, simple, clean, is going to embroider well, never see the light of day.
Right.
Unless Casey's like, you know what, I'm going to just take it, I'm going to embroider it, and then show them what it does.
Yep.
And what sucks is you've got people that are hand doing all this stuff and going up against prompt jockeys.
Yeah.
So Seamus did say that the Gangster of Love did not get a contract, and that he'll probably resubmit it with an eye of it. If it got accepted, it would ship around Valentine's Day. That would be his dream scenario.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the only thing I would suggest to him is maybe take out some of the highlights or the outlines in the wings. Try that. Kind of the same concept he did for the arrow shaft, and the suit's great. And maybe the hat, maybe like use that gray and take out some of the outlines for that. Like try that, see how that looks, and let that in and see where that goes. But other than that, great design.
Right, for sure.
All right, let's hop over and Jesse, you picked Mother Nature by Flanagan, friend of the show. Oh, Jesse.
Jesse got tired of our bullshit. Moving on.
I know.
She's all tired.
Y'all are going way too long.
Myself. I'm sad about this one. I really, when he first put this up on Instagram, I was like, oh, 100% for sure. We have to get this. I love the concept. It's beautiful. It's a girl hat.
It's bright. It's bright
it's got
in the design.
A bunny in it. Like there's so many things about it that I would love. I wish it had voted better. Alas, Flanagan is great. I don't know what would need to keep the bunny in it. It has to keep a bunny.
I think just more simplistic, maybe a little bit more simplistic.
There's a lot going on in there. Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah, I would say just a little bit more simplistic, and he'd be good to go on that one. The colors are great. I like the different kinds of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm someone who prefers hats that you can read from 7 to 10 feet. That's one that's gonna, for me, is gonna look like mush from 10 feet out, and that's probably gonna keep me from ordering it. And I'm generally a big fan of Flanagan's work, but there's a lot going on there. And then I selected Angular Delivery. I love the fact that
speaking of a lot going on.
Yeah, there is a lot going on, and this is totally fair. I love the fact that somebody tried cubism on a Clink, and I would buy this just because nobody's ever done anything quite like it. Even though like some of it, I'm a little bit like, I don't love every detail of it, but I love the willingness to go to a new place, to try something different, to just show me something I've never seen before. And so I don't know if Sandways is still in the chat, but tip of the hat. I love that you do this. I would love to see you, try again, but I know the vote total was probably pretty disappointing. So,
I love this.
Yeah, Soundwave's one of those guys that does great work. Great concept. Love the white front. Yeah, it's a bummer that this reminds me of like 80s, late 80s, early 90s kind of vibe to it. So, yeah, I maybe change it up. So, so it looks more like he's pitching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think that's where it gets lost a little bit. There's a way to do it that everyone will know he's pitching. You know what I mean?
I can pick it out because it's a submarine delivery.
Right.
It's a sidearm submarine delivery. But the thing that I don't like it right in the middle of the torso where it's blue with the peach stripe or whatever that is. That's where it gets confusing, because if you're not looking at the angle of the elbow and contrasted with the glove hand in the back, you're going to be like, what the heck is it? It's perfectly proportioned that way, but the rest of it, the angular part of it, it throws the rest of it off.
It's almost there. It is almost there.
Yeah, it's super cool just for being different. Completely different than anything we've ever seen. That is. I voted. That is a great point.
In Soundways, if you watch this live or later, do not change the baseball. Keep it square. I love it.
Love it. Absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
100%.
I
Love
thought Picasso when I saw it.
Well, that's what he was
Very
going
cool.
for. Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Cubism.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right.
very cool.
Stick with it, Soundwave. Don't give up. We got your. We're behind you. Adam.
Man, no one. Okay, well, get both of them, huh? I'll keep one of them pretty short. My point with base runners was, I like, even if this would have voted really well, I don't really think this would have like passed legal, because the University of Texas San Antonio are the Roadrunners, and they're blue and orange.
Almost like, yeah, it looks like this is almost a playoff then.
Yeah. So that was it. It's cool, but that was it. That was my only point with that one. When I first saw it, because sometimes he posts stuff and it could be like, you don't know if he's posting it for his personal site or if it's if it's a Clink submission. So I think when he first had it, it was like a colorway thing. And when I saw the blue and orange one, I was like, well, you ain't running in that. And then, but he was like, watch me. So anyways, yeah. And then, yeah, Wild West, not a, as an animal guy, I'm not actually not a horse guy. I don't really dig horses that much, but, again, Rafael, he does animals super well. And, we all know he can, nail a circle but he's obviously ventured out of that a little bit lately, as of late and stuff. And he adds a little flair to it, but well, what a beautiful setting. It is like exactly the Wild West, and the horse is done beautifully. So I think this is awesome. I love the colors in it and everything. So 32, I thought I was going to do a little bit better just because of how good it is and everything. But yeah, I like this one. I would actually consider getting it. I like it a lot.
Yeah,
I would.
Wild
get this
West
one.
is a really nice one for sure.
I voted for this. I would buy this.
Yeah.
I usually do not comment on Raphael's designs, but I commented on this one that I absolutely loved it. And it's just because I live in the middle of the wild freaking West. So this would be a must get for me if this went through.
See, I think Clink should just turn over the selection process to this esteemed panel, because obviously we have good taste.
Agreed.
That easy.
We could be the jury that curates the art collection.
Right.
We're willing to serve. Let's just say.
Yeah, it is, Rusty. The lighting is really good.
Absolutely. That's I think why I really liked it. The lighting and shadowing basically was perfect on this. There's nothing I could say that would make this hat any better.
And you see,
and if he did that rust colored for a UV,
yeah,
game over.
And you see, artists can go in the more cartoony direction or the more photorealistic. This is good for photorealism. I mean, I feel like I've been there, or I've seen it in a movie. Like, it just feels real.
It feels real without being overdone and over detailed. Like, you look at that stuff and it's all going to embroider. It's all going to fit. No, I don't know, Scott, if Wild West got a contract or not. Hopefully it did. I thought it was great.
Anybody have a relationship with Rafael?
I hit him up. He's definitely asleep. So
yeah.
All right. In crust we trust. I'm a big Sierra guy, but I did not vote for this one. But Glenn and Jesse, I assume, did. What'd you like about this one?
I'm so happy to see. Well, it's now Steve the director, but previous name COD. And I have a few of his juggling characters, and there's one in particular that I was very new to Clink, and I remember thinking it was cute and was iffy about it, and now it's gone forever, and that was Picnic Gods. But yeah, so I kind of always keep an eye out for anything COD designs. Excuse me, Steve the director. And I love pizza. Absolutely adore pizza. Like, it's weird food sensitivities, but it's like, oh, I can go to a pizza restaurant, like a good pizza restaurant. It's like, it's safe, we're good. So I'm definitely into pizza.
I loved this one. I'm not in love with the colorway on it, but I love the design. I'm just not really feeling the blue for a pizza hat. But I love the design. I like the visor. It's just blue is kind of, or teal or whatever that is kind of weird for me for a pizza hat. But I think I would really really love it even more in a different crown color.
Needs
This
more
one is
marinara.
also kind of funny to me because I definitely am getting like Bill from Gravity Falls.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Very Gravity Falls.
Yes. Very.
I don't
Friend-
even know what Gravity Falls is.
Oh,
It's a
this
cartoon.
side, Glenn.
It's a
It's-
cartoon with like two teenagers, and there's like paranormal things around. Like there's like Bigfoot and ghosts and spirits and stuff. So it's like a mashup of like Pacific Northwest meets, supernatural type stuff. It's fun.
And
Bill is like the final boss of it all.
Yeah.
Jesse,
one of the voice actors is what is it? Kirsten. The name is Shaw. Those are letters,
Mhm.
but I don't think I've assembled them correctly. But she's also
You're close. I think you're close. Yeah.
She does the no, she does. Yeah, does she do the? She's great voice actress, and the writing is great, the acting is great, the art is ridiculous, the premise is hilarious, good, clean fun.
John, do you have any suggestions for if you were tweaking or if you were getting some suggestion? What feedback would you give to In Crust We Trust?
Before that, I gotta
Okay.
go, guys.
All right.
Thanks,
And then-
Taco. See you, bro.
The halo, it needs to go up, not down.
Okay.
So the perspective should be up, and right now it's kind of down. The other thing I would do is it feels like the melting is just inside of it, and not on top of it, if that makes sense. So I would adjust that.
Yeah.
And maybe with the crust, like I know it's a straight, but like maybe like have it bow a little bit at the bottom. I like the mushrooms are great. I like the perspective on the mushrooms, and the pepperoni is good. But yeah, I'd make it a little bit more organic. Right now, it just feels like it's an outline, and then inside the outline is drip shapes.
Shouldn't the pepperoni be red?
And that's the other thing too. I was like,
Yeah.
to me, like this would be like, to me, if I was to do this hat, it'd be on a white hat or chrome for like a pizza box. And green, use some green, some red, and like a deep red maybe, and green under, like something like that would be really cool.
Is it
Almost make it like
pepperoni or is it sausage?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like, you don't, I guess you can guess, right? So those were the critiques I would make to it.
Okay. Or
Or
those
Vegas
buttons.
gold would be good too. Vegas gold crown would be good too. Anything with a lighter crown, I think, would resemble more of a pizza box. And
Yeah.
that's what I would go for, more on that.
All right, Glenn, you nominated Wire Siren.
Yeah, I like a good sci-fi hat. And this one is kind of like a hybrid of a person and a machine, so to speak. I don't know. There was something that drew me into this one. I even went to his Instagram to read his little synopsis or blurb about it. I thought it was just a cool idea. So yeah, it did horribly, but
It's just hard,
I thought it was cool.
It's hard to read. It's a good concept, but it's hard to read. So I would tell them, great concept, work on cleaning it up and like less clutter, and that way it's more defined of what it is, you know. But yeah, it's a great concept for sure. Like the colorways too.
All right. Next up, we got Jaws Breaker, and you're all going to be shocked, but Glenn liked the Josh Bulls hat. News at 11. And we know you like all those, but what did you like about this particular Josh?
Jaws is just classic. Jaws is awesome. He paid homage to it. Stuffed some real fun stuff in there, some little Easter eggs, some randomness. Maybe randomness to me. He might have a story for each item that he put in there. I'm definitely going to ask him about it. But yeah, I liked how he he paid homage to the OG original Jaws, and he put his own little flair on it. And so you know what it is, but it's not like it's a direct copy of, the artwork.
Aaron?
For me, I don't know if you guys remember, but when we first saw this, the first thing that came to mind for me was an old tabletop game that was around when I was a kid. In the late 70s, there was a Jaws game that sat on your tabletop, and it was a Jaws mouth open, and you put all this junk in it, just like all the stuff that's in there, and then you slowly take it out with a hook, and the jaw had a rubber band thing in it, so as you lightened the load, the jaw would eventually snap shut, and that's what it totally reminded me of, was with all the junk that's in there and everything. It totally reminded me of that game. So I've talked about it before. I like nostalgia. I like when things give me memories and flashbacks to childhood, or just something that I enjoyed, or something that was fun. And that's what this immediately did for me. So I really, I liked it for that purpose, no other reason, I just thought it was kind of neat from that perspective, that it just reminded me of that.
Give me just a second.
Yeah.
No, we will not.
Yeah, hurry up.
Can y'all see it?
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
I had completely, you and I are about the same age. I had completely forgotten this thing even existed until you brought it up.
Yep. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's
funny.
funny.
The jaw would just snap shut after you took a few things out, so the point of the game was to not get chomped.
Yeah.
So.
See, kids, this is what we had before the internet. Look what you lost.
Were there any child injuries with like fingers getting snapped?
No, it wasn't that ferocious. Yeah.
It was the 70s. I know. I was there too.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. There were dangerous toys back then.
If you didn't lose a finger to the jaws, you went out and played lawn darts afterwards, because you needed some excitement in your life, I voted for Steam Bun. I live there's a significant Asian population. I've got Korean neighbors, and I love going out for some dim sum and getting some steam soup dumplings. And for me, I wouldn't mind if the artwork was maybe sharpened up just a little bit, but I, again, love seeing something I've never seen before on a hat. And I probably would buy this, even though I think the design could use a little bit of improvement. I just love the fact that we're getting something original. We have a lot of, Japanese samurai and ninja and sakura. We get those themes again and again. And it's just, to me, it's a lot of fun to see something that's a little bit different, but still touches on that Asian food culture. So I'd love to see some tweaks and see this come back up. Although, I don't know if we get enough votes, but. Any other comments?
Cool. I would just like for the Steam, I would do probably just a single color, no highlights, and just have it white.
Okay.
And maybe because right now it kind of looks a little drippy versus steamy. So I love doing like steam kind of in the background. I have some I was like, that's why I looked at the Grim Gorditas, because I have that on the top part. So, but yeah, really, I like that design. I like the hat color too.
Yeah. Any other comments? All right. So, friend of the show came on, and a couple weeks ago we talked about his design, and I waxed eloquent. I play beer league hockey, and even though I don't drink beer, I love sitting in the parking lot chatting with my teammates, and I absolutely love this. He made a couple attempts, it did not go, and so I encouraged him to put it up on as a shirt, and it's up. So if anybody's interested, I'm gonna pump this out to my local beer league folks and say, hey, there's a hat for us, right? So hockey's definitely a subculture and a niche, and this is for our hockey guys. I don't know if all right, he's back. Adam's back. Did you see this? So you can buy the hockey helmet beer cooler as a t-shirt, and you can buy it in like 5 or 6 different t-shirt colors. I went with the sort of the gray color. There's a light blue one that also kind of looks like maybe it's sitting on a sheet of ice. But if you like,
Sweet.
It's dope. I'll be getting it.
yeah. So I'm gonna blast that out to my local league mates. And let's go to Jesse. Speaking of other custom art, and so her local team got a makeover. Tell us about your makeover.
Well, so for a while, I've been thinking, wouldn't it be cool if Brandios got their hands on the local team? We do have like our Copa. Our Copa is gorgeous, but it's like, oh, it needs that dimensionality. I don't actually know who did this one. I should look it up at some point, but I just love the design on this one. And then there's this one, which is an absolute like what? The only reason I got it, it was half off, and the only place I'm going to wear it is the local ballpark, and everybody else is going to be wearing this disaster nightmare of a like there's a Hillcat, there's a hill in Virginia.
See,
and then we have this one, and this one is awesome. This is one of our Marvel theme nights. And then New Era picked up one of our logos and made the spooky colorway. So I was like, well, let me get that. And then, so my dream came true. Brandios did get its hands on our mascot, but they totally changed everything. And I will confess, when they first started hinting, well, there's sort of, I had 2 thoughts about it. I did sort of think like at the end of the season when they were emptying the store, like there was nothing, bare shelves. I'm like, we're getting a logo or color change, something. You guys don't go empty. So I kind of had a feeling something was up. And then they started hinting. And so if, Matt, if you want to put up do you have my slides?
Oh, give me a second here.
Okay. So there were these hints coming through day by day, like, ooh, something's coming. And I'm like, oh, they're changing the logo. And I was like, no, don't change. Hillcats was good. But I kept looking at the lines in like the hinted artwork, thinking, that looks Brandios-esque. That kind of looks like it. But there's, and so it was hinting, and then they did the big reveal on Friday the 13th. And I 100%, I totally confess, I did have that, like, I'm the fan. It's like I liked our mascot. It was fine. So I was initially kind of sad about it, but then I was like, all right, let me look this up, because the artwork is very good and it's clever and the storytelling is clever. And sure enough, it was Brandios. And I'm like, holy cow. First of all, Casey, as much as we've been through for as long as you've known me, like you don't tell a girl. He knows who I am. Maybe he does. I don't think he knows me. But yeah, so
and Jesse,
like
you've done a wonderful job of stretching, and Matt still hasn't made with your slides yet.
I know,
what
like
the hell?
I can't
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Like
Incredible work.
So let me talk about the ownership. So at the end of 2024, I believe, I may have some of this wrong. At the end of 2024, somebody new bought the team, and I have to look up his name. I think it's Narang, but I sort of hate to say that it's his team, because every time they've come out, it's the family. Like, it is such a family deal. So I sort of, and it's like, I don't know anybody's name. But I sort of feel like, all right, let me pull it up on my phone. Yeah, it's Narong, I believe. Dylan Narong is the owner. And I've been really impressed with what they've done so far. Like they've been really committed to like this being a community thing, right? So these were the teasers, and I just feel like the art and the letter work and the lines, like there was something where I was like, that kind of looks like Grandiose. And I don't know why I didn't think to look it up before, but boy, that art just looked so it was like different letters day by day, and with the Friday the 13th, I thought, well, it's werewolves, it's got to be werewolves. And my friend was like, no, it's the Howlers. And I was like, well, okay, we're on Wednesday, like all we need is a V or an H or something, and that'll tell us. And then we get the silhouette, and I'm like, okay, all right. And then next slide. So the central character is the main character, but we got a family. We got a whole family here of characters. The main one is the werewolf at the middle, but we're gonna get them all. So we've got the bride and the Murray the mummy, and Victor, I think, is the vampire, Victor the vampire. And then Gary the Gill monster, something like that. So we're getting them all. And I think, it's definitely controversial in any community where there's been a mascot change. It's controversial. It's always controversial. But I definitely respect what they did here, because there is going to be a market for this. They're going to be selling, like they put these on hats. They're going to be selling hats. They're going to put this on t-shirts. They're going to sell t-shirts way outside the market. Like,
Yep.
I think a lot of minor league teams have been trying to capitalize on the absolute success of the Rocket City Trash Pandas, which was Grandiose. And so I think this is going to do well, and I think that's going to help save our local team and keep it local. I do not know the ins and outs at all, but I sort of have a feeling that's part of what they're trying to go for here. I do know, like the Narong, the owner, the other reason why I thought maybe Grandiose could be part of it before why didn't you look it up, Jesse? I don't know. He's a writer, director, producer in Hollywood. So there's that California connection. It's like that dude would know about Grandiose versus, maybe a different team. I mean, if you're in the minor leagues, you know about Grandiose. You've got to. But all right, yeah. So, and I guess to that end, maybe pop up the next slide. And this is sort of what I was thinking. And I don't know if you saw my slides and were like, why is she everything but the Hillcats are in there. This image is something I saw, I don't know, a couple months ago. It's 30-something% of the minor league teams are in this one like consortium. And when I saw that, I was absolutely gobsmacked at like who's like, these are not independently owned. It's a big old corporation. And I think, going back to the previous one, go back a slide, please, and thank you. Going back to if they
can I get extra credit?
This,
can I get extra credit, Professor, for this?
Yes, you can. But like if they're marketing this, if they're making sales with this, I think this keeps us out of that consortium. And, like the Gwinnett Stripers are in it, and you guys seem happy with the Gwinnett Stripers. There's another team down the road that did a recent rebrand, and I think it's not done well. And they did not use Grandiose, and they're trying to be zany, and I think it's falling flat, and the art's not good. So I think this is going to be a big, there's lots of storytelling that they're going to be able to do with this. I think there's going to be a lot of fun. And I think combination grandiose, combination. We've got this writer, director, producer who's got a creative mind. I think this is going to be very fun for our community. So I got a jersey. Hat is on pre-order. It's going to take a few months. So
Can you show us the shoulder patch that's red? I can see the American flag is on one shoulder.
Yeah. So yeah, well, Virginia is for lovers. And
Yes.
you guys know, if you know me, then you know I've got all my love signs that I hunt out as often as possible. So they're definitely capitalizing on our state logo, and this is the area code. If you have a local phone number, I don't. I kept my area code, but the 434, that's our local area code, and I think that was a bit. That's been showing up in some of the art. So
Jesse, you need to go lobby for that heart to be center on a t-shirt like that. That has you.
I'm sure that they have some like that, but that's already a thing. But yeah. I'm not a big t-shirt person, so I don't buy a lot of t-shirts.
Question for John. So does Brandy always, do you think they do like pay for our services and you get a whole suite, or does the baseball team pay for each character? Because that's a lot of work. That's, to my eye, that looks like a lot of work.
Well, they'll probably do a package. Like I've done some work with them before for other teams.
Okay.
And they'll do a package like this, and trust me, they didn't just do one of each of those. They probably had a plethora. And it looks like to me they used different artists on this one. Jacobo might have done the middle one and the one on the end. That was really fits his style. Mm-hmm. And sometimes Casey uses different artists to do different things. So most likely that's what he did on this one. So it's really cool. And Casey probably did a couple of these as well, some different iterations and stuff like that. So,
well, I will definitely buy the Swamp Monster personally. Like, I love
that one and the Wolf are really cool.
I don't want to get you in trouble. Can you tell us about any of the minor league art that you did? Is that allowed?
I have to look up. Let me look up and see if I can.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to get you in trouble. So, but I love MILB hats. Like, I have a lot of different ones, and so I sometimes look at them and I'm like, ooh, that kind of looks like this artist, but I don't know for sure. It's just a guess.
I definitely play the Did Jason V Do This game.
Right.
And I've been right a few times. But like the Clint community is definitely a minor league community.
If we ever
I love these little Howlers characters. Like I want like something from each of them.
The store has shirts ready for you. I did go by to pick up my jersey, and they just had the front office open. I didn't want to bother them because it was the end of the day. I'm like, can we go to the team store? So I'll sometime after the season opens, I'll take a photo of the team shop. But like I do know they have T-shirts and sweatshirts of all the characters available now.
I'm a huge fan of the cereal monsters, and this kind of has that feel to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the one I did has come out, so I probably shouldn't say anything yet.
Okay. So are there any teams that are currently playing in stuff that you're aware of? I mean, could you?
I've done some stuff with some teams. I did some stuff with I did some stuff with recently within the last couple of years with the Detroit Pistons.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So I did a collab with them, with one of the producers that had passed away. Did I for a Lancaster team? I might have. I get hit up to do a lot of different work for different schools too. I've done like school mascots.
Okay. In
the Bay Area. I've done other mascots for different smaller leagues and stuff like that. But yeah, nothing too big. I think that the Pistons was the biggest thing I did. So that was kind of cool. So I don't know which one they're talking about. Violent. I don't know which one they're talking about. Lancaster team. I might have. Who knows?
Let's take a look. We did get some surprise hats. So when the pre-orders came up, we had a couple designs that we hadn't really seen in crits. The buffalo hunting painting. I think this may be the first time we've ever gotten a Clink hat that had the word painting in it. And he showed, I think on his Instagram, the original painting, and there's a very strong, replica resemblance. As a person who worries, I worry how this is going to stitch. I love the content. I'm just like, I just don't know. What are y'all thoughts about these two, the Fortune Cookie and the Buffalo Hunter?
Yeah, same. I really like Ryan Simmons, and we'll typically buy his stuff. But this is artistically very cool. But obviously, at first glance, it looks like very realistic, like a lot of realism, and I don't. Yeah, I mean, he knows way more than I do. So, but my first glance was I was very surprised that this landed in the look that it has for sure. I don't see it, but again, y'all know way more than me. But initially, I was like, man, I can't picture this embroidered as it is. But I'm probably gonna give it a shot because I buy all Native American stuff as it is from that has Marlon's name on it. But I would be lying if I said I was confident.
Yeah, I could see the buffalo embroidering well, but I'm really have worries about that Native American hunter to the left. But
yeah, it's gonna have to all be flat. So it's going to be a flat embroidery. Maybe a little bit of it will be raised, but definitely flat to be able to get that detail. And that's okay. Like sometimes, a flat design does really well with subtle raising of it. I have the one I'm kind of curious about is it hasn't come out yet is the Pay Me. The Pay Me prong. Because I did that with the thoughts of kind of it being flat, but the hand being really raised. Kind of that 3D. So like that kind of concept. So maybe the front of the buffalo is really raised, and that's the kind of the highlight. And everything else is a little bit more flat. Maybe the horse head is a little bit more raised. So those are the kind of things you could do with that. That would kind of make it subtle, but really cool.
Makes sense. Anyone else have thoughts on these two? My only thing about the Fortune Cookie is that I like the line work, but I'm not crazy about the colors. I don't like the red with the tan. I don't know. That feels like a color violation to me personally.
I think it's too outlined, like the white.
Like the everything is outlined, right?
Yeah. I think there's too much outline going on.
Fair. I think that's fair. All right. Well, we've got another a surprise, which we got Kongs, which somehow got past New Era. It's
not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, it's still got to go. It's still got to hit the process.
Well, here's the thing: I've done that font like a million times for a million different other brands.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's different enough. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because if the K was right on with the Kings, and the type font was cursive like that, yeah, 100%. But it'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll get through.
So but gripe though, and especially as a Kings fan, why is this cool? But then keeping Omar and Sierra's Clink Hockey League, who's just he's like a generic hockey player, and black and silver are generic enough colors. Right. Why did we change that then? If this is okay, those do not jive with me.
I have battled with Casey about certain things, like for instance, the pigeon that I did.
Okay.
Right. That was Leon's idea, and at first I wanted it to be black and silver because that's the team that the pigeon was doing stuff with. And he's like, "Oh, I don't know about legal." I'm like, "Come on, man! It's not enough." So he gave me a bunch of ideas to do with it and to turn it more of into Mad Max kind of character, and I was fine with that. I just haven't got around to doing it because the original thought was kind of cool, but Casey had given me some other ideas. I just, like I said, I've been so busy I haven't been able to go back around and do it. So, but yeah, this one should be fine. But I agree with you, generic. Because what happens if you do it and you do it in like the Avalanche colorway? You know what I mean? They're going to say no.
Right.
No. I maybe initially he's just trying to get it through. I don't know. But those teams don't own those colors unless it's like the Dodger specific Pantone, you know?
Yep.
So
It's good to hear your perspective as someone who's been through those conversations.
oh yeah, 100%. It's frustrating for sure, and it's even more frustrating for Casey, and that's one of the reasons. Like, it's weird. Banderos gets through fine with a bandana over the mouth, but then Hardball gets nixed because they has a bandana on the head. It's like, come on, guys! Like, and Casey was like, it's new era. It's just they're weird about certain things. So,
the Reaper surfing on the wave of blood had to be changed from red to black, but the latest recolor of Scrapes has red blood drips. I mean,
that's true.
It's clearly blood. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But
it's weird what gets through. Sometimes, like you're like I think a while back, everyone was talking about that Red Dog rocket. I knew that wasn't going to go through. 100% knew that wasn't.
I think we all knew. Yeah,
it was a noble effort, though, to try to get it through. Come on.
I'm going to take issue with your use of the word noble.
All right, and I think you got anything else? This was the one that had some significant recall. The darker crown. Any other thoughts?
I actually like the one to the right better.
The recolor.
Mm-hmm. I think the contrast is better. And Casey loves contrast, so.
Me too.
Yeah.
Is this a Jesse hat?
I'm still getting it.
Okay.
I haven't ordered it yet, but I like the original pink. But if it means it's going to sell more, then so be it. That's not a deal breaker for me at all. But I did love that pink on pink. I thought that was just perfectly adorable. But this will be fine, and the design is great, and I'm sure it's going to embroider beautifully.
All right. And we have a member of our esteemed panel here who would you like some ketchup with that? Oh, I misspelled with. Okay, that's embarrassing. Glenn, as the part of the Brain Trust, what was your reaction to the tweaks?
I was happy with the tweaks that Casey did, or whoever tweaked it. I'm assuming Casey. I liked the ketchup change. He made it a little more ketchup-y looking. And then just kind of added some color to the grass and the broccoli, and a little bit of change to the mashed potatoes. But I was fine with all the changes. Me and Zach were both cool. We were both cool with what happened with it. Happy with it.
I have to say, I think the broccoli looks much improved.
Yeah.
That's where I see the biggest positive.
Yeah, the broccoli and the grass with the different shading, and then he made the dinosaur bigger, which is good because then it'll embroider really nice.
Do you think that's going to be one of those 3D stitching where the dinosaur is almost like an eighth of an inch above the crown?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Cool. All right. Do we want to do mail call? I know we've been on for a while.
No.
Okay. Hey, I want feedback, so that's great. Thank you, John. You've mentioned that you're a busy person. We appreciate you coming on and spending all this time with us. And I hope you got a little feedback hearing from people who like your art. So hopefully,
I appreciate it.
Okay.
It always is good to hear everyone, and I'm the type of person that takes crits from everyone, and it's just tough, man, when you put something in and you do something and it just gets shot down left and right, and you're like, it just gets frustrating for me,
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm at with everything. I love doing designs. I still have a bunch coming out. So hopefully they vote, or hopefully they change the system. I don't know. I'm just going to keep doing what I do and what I love, and that's all I can do.
Yep, definitely.
stay positive, and you know, keep it. You know, when people reach out, I help and do what I can do. So,
Well, this panel loves. We all have hats that you've done that we love. So
Well, I
thank you
appreciate
for what you did. We appreciate it, and we wear your stuff. So you know, I understand.
that definitely makes me feel good.
Right on, John.
Well, thanks
And
everyone.
thank you
for
so
tu-
much for the history lesson. This was a really great episode. I'm so glad I got to, like, I love those little history, like old school, like getting back into the dirty detail, the clean details of like Clink Room and back in the day. So that
Yeah,
was
a lot of my influences are from, you know, growing up. You know, a lot of graffiti out here in California and seeing it in New York and all these places, and the mascot, the original mascots, you know, the original cartoons, like all that stuff. You know, I love all that stuff, and that's what my style I try to bring in.
Well, folks, thanks for tuning in. And next week we're scheduled to have Alec, who did the Alec Fresh Colorway. So that'll be fun. We're big fans of that particular colorway, and so we'll be having it. I'm sure there'll be some hot pepper talk as well as some hat talk. So if you got the chance, tune in next week at the same time, same bat channel. And again, thanks for your time, and thanks John for coming on. And